Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. First, let's just take a second to appreciate this background we have going on. Honestly, I love it. It's great. It's just something different, and that's what I need. You know, change, which is what this video is about today. Yep. Obviously, as you've seen from the title, I'm going to be officially on Tuesday, August 8th at 6 at night, I'm going to be retiring my last 2 lip piercings. I know. So before I actually take out my lip piercings, I do want to kind of get into the history of the last 4 years. I was never allowed to have any facial piercings until I turned 18. So I kind of just wanted to share the last 4 years of my lip piercing journey with you guys. I'm not going to be talking about any other piercings in this video. It's just going to be about my lips. Not even my angel bites, just all my lower lip piercings. So if you don't care to learn the history and whatnot, I'll go ahead and put like a timestamp in here for you guys so you can skip to when I'm actually taking the jewelry out of my lip. So let's jump into it. When I was about 13 years old is when I realized that I wanted snake bites. I probably just seen like a picture of some, emo girl on the internet with them, and I immediately fell in love with them, but I was never allowed to get any facial piercings until I turned 18. So I had 5 years to go. And well, when I turned 18, I pretty much immediately made sure that I went to Secretary of State, got my state ID. I did not have my driver's license at the time, so I got my state ID so I could bring it to Screaming Needle, because Screaming Needle is where I went. I ended up going Tuesday, May 21st, 2019. If you don't know, Screaming Needle on Tuesdays does a 2 for $30 deal in which these snake bites are considered one each, so these were 2 for $30, and so that's what I ended up getting that day, along with my septum and eyebrow piercing. Of course, I ended up being someone who was a bit unlucky because the piercer that I had, he pierced this one pretty great. I mean, I still have it. This is the same one. This inner one is the one I've had for the last over 4 years now. But this one on this side, he ended up actually piercing a little more up. So it didn't sit right, like they weren't even, they were pretty much uneven. I ended up having my snake bites for just under 2.5 years, and within those 2.5 years, I noticed that my left side, because they were pierced uneven, because this one was like pierced farther up, that one started within those 2.5 years like migrating like out, like rejecting, like coming out of my lip to a point where it literally looked like it was coming out from like the top of my lip instead of inside my lip. And that is when I realized that it looked awful. It was really bad. It just started annoying me the way that it looked, and it was becoming more noticeable to other people. So the end of September, October of 2021 is when I decided, and I did actually make a video on it, so if you want to go see that one, go check that one out. But I did make a video and decided to take out that piercing. That one was extremely hard for me to take out because I had wanted snake bites for forever, and although I wish that I had gotten to live and have them longer, but you know what, I'll take the 2.5 years that I got with them, I'll take what I can get. So after I took that one out, I was told that I couldn't get it re-pierced until another 6 months, because I was planning on getting this re-pierced. It was just taking it out. So I wasn't permanently taking this one out. I just had to let it close so I could get it re-pierced properly. I actually ended up getting it re-pierced 3 months later, so half the time I was originally told, but that's because from a different piercer, he ended up telling me that I only had to wait 3 months, and at the point he told me that I was at the 2-month mark. So Another month later, I went in, and then December, sorry, I have notes. So I ended up getting it re-pierced, and I ended up adding in basically a second set. So I ended up having shark bites, and that was at the end. So that was like December of 2021, 3 months later. Everything was fine for about 3 months, the healing process, although, with me having those really long bars, if you have lip piercings, and you know what I'm talking about, when you first get it pierced and you're like, wow, this sucks, because you can't stop biting on it when you eat. I did that a little one too many times, and I actually still, till this day, my top tooth up here is actually kind of chipped. My front tooth, my left one, is actually chipped a little bit on the corner because of that long piercing bar. And then my bottom one actually chipped a little bit as well. And I just never ended up going and getting those ones fixed. They weren't like a break, a crack, like a bust on my tooth that bothered me enough to go get it fixed. I should have just went and got it fixed, but I didn't. So yeah, that's when I immediately, during the healing process, after that happened, which was probably about 2 months after I got them done, is when I went back to my horseshoes. My horseshoes are my preferred jewelry. I love them. I love the way it looks. I like roundness. I'm not really like a bar person, but yeah, so I ended up changing into horseshoes about 2 months later, and it was okay for a while until about a month later. I woke up and my lip, this half of my lip, was swollen, and I mean not just swollen, I mean like bruised, and it hurt, and it was painful, okay? Like, it was not okay. I'm also someone, my body just doesn't do good with re-pierced areas. I've learned that with my belly button because I ended up having that pierced before, and then when I got it re-pierced professionally the second time, I ended up having issues. So after my lip having issues with it being re-pierced, that was kind of the confirmation of being like, yeah, my body just does not do well with going through an area that's already been pierced, and I already have had scar tissue in there. Like, I have quite a bit of scar tissue on the bottom of my lip from piercings. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know if everyone maybe has that. I would assume so, because like, you're like, do you guys have scar tissue down there like I do? Because like, it's there, all right? Does anyone else have that? Because like, I feel like it's a normal thing to have a bit of scar tissue around any type of piercing or previous piercing, right? Or is my body just on crack? That's probably possible too. I had my Secretary of State appointment that day. And not just any Secretary of State appointment. No. I had to get my picture taken for my horizontal license because I was turning 21. So, yeah. I ended up getting and taking them out, and then a few hours later I had to go get my picture taken. So yeah, on my ID, you can tell that my lip is a little busted looking. Yeah, but it's okay, because my 18th one, I had a fat ass hickey on the side of my neck, so I wonder what my next license will look like in like 3 years. I don't even want to know. Also, I don't know if you can hear, but my dad is playing music downstairs pretty loud. So if you can hear it in a distance, that's what it is, just in case. So the end of March is when I removed my left two lip rings, and since then I have been chilling with my right two lip rings, or what you would call spider bites. So I went from snake bites to a single Labret, however you want to pronounce it, to shark bites, to spider bites, and now about to be no bottom lip piercings. And that's pretty much where we're at with my lip piercing, and now here we are, August 2023. taking out my my right side, my spider bites. So yeah. So why I'm actually taking them out today is because, one, not only because I've been thinking about taking them out for a few months now, but because a week ago on the 2nd, so tomorrow is Wednesday the 9th? Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday, August 9th. So a week ago on August 2nd, I don't know why it happened, but it did. But my bottom front left tooth, in the back of it, a piece busted off. So the last week has not been very great for me. It's not very comfortable and stuff like that. You know, it's a busted tooth and it's got pointy edges and stuff like that. Yeah, you can't see it from the front. Thank you, God. But it is uncomfortable from the back. Why it happened, I'm not sure. I literally was just eating a onion bagel with some cream cheese because, like, fuck me the hell up. But I have my dentist appointment tomorrow. Tomorrow is the earliest they could get me in, so I've been waiting this week anxiously. I also hate the dentist. Like, I hate people in my face and in my mouth and the sounds of the drilling and the thingies and, like, I don't like it. I even hate cleanings. I hate them. I haven't been to the dentist in a year and a half, and I know that's really bad. You need to do your 6-month cleaning. You just have to keep your teeth healthy and nice, and I've been fucking slacking, and that's my fault. So I have my dentist appointment tomorrow. So not only is obviously this one going to get fixed and, you know, because it needs help, but my other two that I was talking about, I'm going to see if we can kind of get those fixed a little bit. So I figured since tomorrow I have a dentist appointment and I've been thinking about taking them out, it's kind of like my tooth busting and having a piece chip off was almost like, hey, it's time. I know you want to take them out. Just do it. What a way to say it, right? Thanks, universe. But yeah, so we're saying goodbye to my right two lip piercings. I'm gonna keep saying that. Sorry. I think it's like I'm trying to, like, tell myself that this is happening. I know it seems like I don't want to be doing this, but trust me, I have been thinking about taking them out for quite a while. I'm still attached to them. Like, I'm still a lip piercing person, which is, you know, I technically do have my top lip piercings, my angel bites. But yeah, we're retiring them for good. Like, I will not be getting any of them re-pierced ever again. Yeah. But I have also mentioned before about heavily thinking about getting a vertical Labret. It is the one that goes right in the middle and is on the outside, like goes like through your lip and is on the outside. And I've been thinking about getting that for months. And well, that's just one because I've been thinking about taking these out, and also everything looks very even until you get to my lip. So I thought, you know, put one in the middle. Everything is all grand and well, yeah? And why I don't actually have that piercing already is because I'm an avid lip biter. And I mean, like, I bite the F out of my lips, and right where that piercing would be is right where my most biting place is. I've never been so hesitant on getting a piercing until this one. It has nothing to do with the pain or anything. I mean, I have plenty on my face. The pain is not what freaks me out. It's literally just getting through the healing process, knowing that I bite my lips, like, I swear to God, on a daily basis, and you can't be doing that with a healing piercing, you know? So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get it. And if the healing process doesn't work out for me and it's just not something that I personally can do, then I take it out and I just have no bottom lip piercings, you know? Because I was thinking about still taking these ones out. And I was actually planning on the 3rd, on August 3rd, on Thursday, last week, I was planning on going and getting that piercing. But my tooth ended up breaking on the 2nd. So, not only do I feel like my tooth breaking wasn't just the universe being like, hey, just take out these last 2 lip piercings because you've been wanting to, but also I feel like it's because I've been so hesitant and having such this back and forth, not sure, you know, when I really want to get the vertical Labret piercing, I feel like it was also another way of just being like, you know what, take some more time to think about it, give yourself a break for a while, and I'll revisit it in the future. So no, my vertical Labret and like that piercing is not completely out of the question, and it's still one that I am thinking about getting, but I think for now I'm just gonna chill out. I'm gonna take these ones out and just live with the rest for now. And that's my plan. I'm gonna shut up and stop talking now, and we're gonna get into the removal. All right, we're here for the removal part. So if you ended up skipping everything else, we're here to take them out. So here we go. It's not even that crazy. I know there's some people that are probably like, bitch, it's not that serious. And you're right, it's really not. But when you're someone who's like very connected to your piercings after having them for so long, and they just make you feel more like you, there's just that bond you create. If you have piercings, you know what I'm talking about, especially if you've had them for a long while. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a glove just for gription of the balls, especially with this outer one, which we're going to start with. I also have my hemostats right here. Is that how you pronounce that? Sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and push it out with my tongue on the flat part, and get close to the base. Grab it with my other hand to keep it closed. And then just to get the ball loose. And there it is. Sorry. That was probably a little disturbing, my bad. All right, first one out, and I think you can see the hole. This one, when I took this outer one out, this one, because it was only in for like 3 months, it didn't even leave a scar, which I'm actually kind of upset about, because now I'm gonna have 2 scars over here and 1 over here, and it's gonna be uneven. I don't want to talk about it. Scarring, lip piercing scarring, does not bother me at all. And if it bothers you, don't get a lip piercing. Don't get any piercing, because there's a probability you're gonna have a scar. So if you don't want that, don't get piercings. Go ahead and clamp it. Hold it. Just to get one of the balls loose. And that was easy. This is the hard one for me, because she's the one that I've had in for over 4 years now. We had a good run, my girl. We had a good run, my dude. All right. Why is this so hard? It's really not. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take the glove off so it's not in your way. Well, damn. I want it back in. I do have a little bit of like an indent just from where the horseshoe lays, but it does end up going away actually pretty fast. So in like the next half hour to an hour, it's gonna be not there. But yeah. So here's these 2. It's great. So yeah. I'm gonna get used to it. I'll get used to it. I'm probably gonna get used to it faster than I think I will. And I think it's because I've already been planning on taking them out for so long now that I think I've already let go of part of it, you know, the emotional part. I don't like to tempt myself, so no, I'm not gonna be shoving the jewelry back through my lip to be like, is it closed? Is it still open? I don't like to do that to myself. That's just making it more painful for me mentally, and I can't do that. So yeah, even though, actually, wait a minute, time for the big one. Oh my god, I can do the whole lip. Oh, it's so freeing. Oh my god, this whole tube's gonna be gone. All right, maybe I need to go get this outer one and leave it in there for a year, so I have all 4 holes. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please go down below and hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. I feel like this is honestly more of like a freeing feeling to me. Just one more time. Oh yeah.